My name is Colin Leshou and I am the Acting Executive Manager for the Seda Technology Programme. 16th June is basically Youth Day in South Africa, and I think there's so much that we can learn from what has happened in history and what we as young people today ought to do to make sure that we build for generations to come. Seda as an entity is a parastatal, it's a agency of the Department of Small Business Development, and Seda has got a myriad of different products and services that we offer to youth entrepreneurs. We've got what we call entrepreneurship in schools, where we look at entrepreneurs or young entrepreneurs within the school setup. With the main partners Seda and Prime Stars, we are wanting to ensure that young entrepreneurs are able to come up with business ideas that is going to look at the future, looking at what can we do to make sure that we look at challenges that we face as a country, as a nation, as a people, and using some of the solutions to be able to then start businesses within townships and rural areas. I also believe that Seda as an agency, we've got so many other things that we have to offer. There's interventions from business planning to website design, etc. And those kind of things definitely would assist entrepreneurs, especially when they want to start a business or when they want to expand their business. And I would urge entrepreneurs, young people, it is Youth Month. Let us definitely look at what our predecessors has done for us, and let us make them proud by making sure that we start our own businesses and we are able to run them successfully. So the Seda Technology Programme, basically the division has got 4 distinct units. We have incubation, we also have our technology transfer, we've got quality and standards, and then we also have what we call technology innovation. Within the incubation space, we currently have 110 incubators. We have added 12 new ones in the last financial year, and they are currently in the establishment phase. Now, when we look at incubation and how it definitely assists young people, especially youth entrepreneurs, we can say that we've got quite a number of what we call centers for entrepreneurship and rapid incubators within colleges and universities, where young people can go, and basically that creates a platform for them where they are able to then engage with us, making sure that they attend some of the training that we have, and that they can basically grow their businesses. I think it is also important to mention that we have what we call township and digital hubs, where we've got hubs that is focusing on 4IR. We've got drone development. We are basically training drone pilots at the moment. We recently have just launched a drone which is called the Pegasus, and it's in its testing phase at the moment, but there's quite a number of exciting things that's happening within these township and digital hubs. I think drones, gaming, coding, all of these things that really speaks to the future of work and what young people are going to look at when they are going to decide on future employment. These are the things that we want to focus on, because we understand that that is also what future jobs is going to look like. Just speaking on quality and standards, so quality and standards speaks about certification, it speaks about different, ISO, it speaks about tools. How do we make sure that when we engage with entrepreneurs, that through certification they are able to better the service that they then give to the public? In quality and standards, we also look at product packaging, we look at product design, and we definitely assist entrepreneurs wherever we can with these kind of interventions. And these interventions is basically something that Seda would then do through the South African Bureau of Standards, which we have a relationship with. We've got a partnership with them, and they assist us in terms of making sure that we have the certifications, the tools. If you are in the catering business, if you are in the food industry, HACCP would be one of the most important certifications that you ought to get, and we definitely can assist you with that then. We also assist with, when you have a manufacturing plant and we have to look at your company operations, we have to look at how do we assist you with, your floor layout and all these different types of interventions that we might have that could potentially assist you in making sure that your business is then moving forward. Also within the technology transfer space, we have a grant, and this is most probably one of the only grants that we have within the organization, where Seda is giving 1.2 million rand worth of technology. Now, a technology could be anything from a CNC machine to a different type of machine that you need to manufacture products with. And what we are saying is that you can apply for that. In fact, it's currently open. It's closing on the 1st of July. So if there's any entrepreneurs, be it our young people, our youth entrepreneurs, or any other entrepreneur that's got an existing business and you need technology within the business, please do apply for the Technology Transfer Fund. And through the Technology Transfer Fund, what we also want to do is we want to make sure that we look at localization and how we, infiltrate some of the retail stores within South Africa in terms of product and local product. Porsche M, is one of our clients, and how Porsche M has just grown from strength to strength in terms of making sure that the hair and beauty care within South Africa is looking differently. Also, we've got Seedless Brew, who is currently, distributing, or he's manufacturing coffee for the Pick n Pay group, and currently Pick n Pay is taking his coffee under the No Name brand as well as his own brand. So we are very proud of these entrepreneurs that we have in our stable. I think with our technology innovation, we look at our Female in Technology program, where it looks at how do we assist entrepreneurs, and especially female entrepreneurs, because we understand that sometimes they need a different type of intervention. It is also important to mention that we look at our pitching for funding, because we want to make sure that when investors are, in a room, we are able to have a discussion with them, and entrepreneurs that is part of Seda would be able to pitch for funding, and that they are ready to be able to then have those conversations with whether it's venture capitalists, whether it's banks, financiers in banks, whether it is any type of financier. We want to make sure that they are ready to have those conversations. I think it is important also to mention that through these programs, it is always the client that we have in mind. It is always the client that we want to put first, because we understand that within the South African, market, in our economy at the moment, that we need more entrepreneurs to be, creating jobs. Our National Development Plan 2030 speaks about 11 million jobs that should be created, but currently we have shed 2 million jobs during the COVID pandemic. That means we are looking at least 13 million jobs that we should be creating by the year 2030. And who would be able to give us those jobs? It's not going to come from multinationals or big business. It's going to come from entrepreneurs and SMMEs that we are currently servicing. So what we are saying, if you are out there, come have a conversation with Seda. We do not leave you once we have assisted you, or if you come in to our offices and you want to have a conversation with us. No, we actually have what we call a client journey approach, where we look at how do we start having a conversation. Once we've started having that conversation, we will then talk to you. This is when we will have our information sessions, where information officers will tell you a little bit more about Seda. They will also have the conversation on what it is that you want to achieve with the business that you are operating. Once we've done the talk part of it, we will then start building your business. And it's in the building phase where we are going to look at the different types of interventions that we have. We're going to look at impact assessments after 6 months once we've assisted you with an intervention. And after we've built your business, that is when we see the trajectory that your business could potentially go on, and that's when we grow your business. We have seen businesses grow. I have mentioned the likes of Porsche M that is sitting with just over 180 staff members at the moment, and that could be you too, because we understand that we want to make your business our business.